Hello everyone and welcome back to Choose Your Own Galactic Adventure, a Choose Your Adventure style Let's Play of X3 Avalon Prelude. Today we're going to continue with our weapon test. And today the category is Assault Frigates, or Heavy Frigates. To start off with, from the Pyramid, we have the
Agamemnon.
It has, or is tied with the heaviest shielding, but has about half the shield regen of the other two ships in this category. It also is a close second in terms of laser energy reload rate, and about middle of the class in max laser energy. It has a very odd configuration of weapons. The 8 main guns can only fire which direction the ship is facing, they don't pivot. Then in addition to that, also facing forward, it has a front turret of 8 guns, and these can mount a capital class weaponry, either the tri-beam cannon or the phase shockwave generator. The main gun can only mount corvette class and weaker weapons. Then it has these other 3 turrets, which are equipped with anti-fighter weapons. Right. Yes, just anti-fighter weapons. So it's got a lot of weapons facing forward, but fairly limited coverage. If something gets beside it, I think it would be a little weak versus corvettes because of that, but I'm not entirely sure. It has better, more energy efficient weapons than the Argon, but fewer of them, I guess I should say. And with its higher laser energy reload rate, it should have a longer sustained fire rate. At least I think so. Then from the Argon, we have
Cyclops. Cyclops.
that Cyclops. And let's see. This has the weakest shielding of all 3. It has
Incoming
the second shield regen and the weakest laser energy reload rate. Its anti-capital ship guns are spread out between these 3 turrets, firing plasma beam cannons or photon pulse cannons. They're both anti-capital ship weapons. The beam cannons are less efficient than either of the other two's laser cannons by about 50%, but the photon pulse cannons are more efficient than the ATF version, and about the same efficiency as the Pyramid version. So, and the photon pulse cannons also have their really slow projectile speed, so they're only good against big slow moving targets, or when you're really up close. So I think it might be a bit weak versus corvettes. If it had to fire for a long time, it would run out of laser energy real fast because it would be using its plasma beam cannons. And like the Agamemnon, it has 3 anti-fighter guns, or 3 anti-fighter turrets to help out in that. Just some light anti-fighter defense. Then last from the ATF, we have the
Quasir.
And it has the heavier, or tied for the heaviest shielding and the fastest shield regen rate. It also has the biggest laser energy capacitor and the fastest laser energy recharge rate. its guns are spread out, or its anti-capital ship guns are spread out between the right and left turrets, which can also fire forward. They each have 6. And then it has some Corvette, anti-Corvette weapons in the front turret, or Corvette class weapons, I should say. So that gives it kind of a wider field of anti-Corvette fire, or heavier, I guess you could say, because if a Corvette was next to it, it could do the 6 guns of fire, where the Cyclops could only do the 2, and the Agamemnon could not do really any. Also, the fusion beam cannons, which is their laser weapon, is more energy efficient than the Argon version and slightly more efficient than the Pyramid version. It also does more damage than either two. However, the point singularity projector, which is their version of the photon pulse cannon, high damage but slow projectile speed, is about a third less energy efficient than the Argon or Pyramid versions, and does really close. I think it does 10% more damage though, so it's kind of like that. Also, a note on the fusion beam cannons: they have less than half the fire rate of the Argon version, and I think like 5%, maybe 20% of the fire rate of the Pyramid version. But they do more damage per second. So they hit really hard, they just fire very slow. That could be a problem if there's a lot of targets that are weaker or something like that. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. That's why we're doing the test. It also has the 3 additional anti-fighter turrets, same as all the others. And our testing criteria for today, I'm going to try to get a mission that has 2 or 3 frigates for me to kill, and then send each frigate in against that mission by itself to see how it performs. I would also like to get a mission with a lot of corvettes, but those are kind of rare, so I may or may not be able to do that. Maybe some of the missions with the frigates will have some corvettes in as well. But that is our plans for now. I'm going to go look for a mission, and they're already attacking those fighters. And then I will be back once I've found something for them to hunt. Okay, we are trying out the Cyclops first. We have a mission with a few corvettes, as well as a mission with some frigates. At least there should be some frigates at some point. And they're both going at the same time. Right now it's going up against some corvettes. The local military is interfering a little bit in the test, but we'll wait and see how that works out. Its anti-fighter stuff is actually doing quite a lot better than I was expecting in holding off the few fighters that this has. So that's 1 plus. I think that is the corvette it's after right there. And it made short work of it, at least. Doesn't seem to be having any energy problems just yet.
Target locked on. Incoming message. Incoming message. Attention, one of your ships is under attack. Rogue's Legacy. Incoming message. Incoming message. Attention, one of your ships is under attack. Rog's Legacy. Message.
Okay, so that test is over. Sorry if there wasn't as much commentary during that portion, but I was having some trouble with the game locking up, and that was why that was like that. So it may have been hard to see, but the Cyclops was having some trouble with its weapon generator. It was firing beams at capital ships because they were using less power when it should have been firing its other guns. So it actually ended up doing less damage, so it is out of the running. As for the Agamemnon, it did well as long as something was in front of it, but once something got to the side of it, which there's a short clip of in that previous segment, it has pretty much nothing that can touch it, so it's very vulnerable that way, so it's also out of the running, which just leaves the Kazvir, however you pronounce that, as the winner. So that is going to be our heavy frigate that we're going to use and mass produce. We'll reverse engineer that and make some more, something like that. Next up is going to be, I think, battle cruisers is going to be the next test. But that's going to be next episode. I'm going to end this episode here. Yeah, next episode we'll be doing battle cruisers. I think there's 3 contestants for that as well. And I need to come up with a way to test that too. Battle cruisers are the so-called light destroyers, light M2s.
Mines of Fortune.
Mines of Fortune. Don't I have factories there? Okay, it's the Force City. Okay. That's fine. They'll kill them all.
Attention, one of your ships is under attack. Mines of Fortune.
Shut up, lady. So yes, next episode, the battle cruisers, and we'll probably, then there'll be the break. Yeah, because the test after the battle cruisers we're not ready for yet. We need to build a factory before we can do that. So we'll do the battle cruisers next, and I think after that we'll have some combined fleet operations to see how ships work together and see what ratios of ships we need. How many point defense frigates per assault frigates per carrier per battle cruiser, that kind of thing.
Attention,
so,
one of your ships is under attack. Mines of Fortune.
Be quiet, lady. So, thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you're not, and I will see you next time.